Okay, oh, we are back. Oh, there, okay. Okay, yeah, okay. We're back with Looker. Excuse me. Also, sorry. If you don't mind, please going on YouTube and voting on the poll. But anywho, I still got BitChute troubles. But anywho, I was working to fix that. But anyway, let me just bring it back to our lovely girl, Nanami.
本当、いつからだったんだろう。
I usually don't like to recall my life from before when I was adopted. I don't have a single fond memory of those times. Mm. I was born I was born an astral, and my biological parents despised me because of it. Yo, damn! They bickered furiously with each other, day in and day out, shifting the blame onto the other for the fact that I was born an astral. What? Oh my goodness, poor Nanami. Eh. I hated it all, so I mostly stayed in my room yeah, I mostly stayed in my room and read books. I shut myself in there and secluded myself in my own world. Although, wait, okay, although the books I read weren't children's books or anything close to it, for wait, only for the only for the bare necessities would my parents ever spend money for me. What? Oh my goodness! I didn't. Oh, I didn't care about about the information in the books. Anything worked as sorry. Mm. Uh, as for my biological father was a system engineer. I often I often immerse myself in the various programming textbooks he had lying around. One day, in an attempt to garner his favor, to garner his favor, I decided to try and help him with his work. Somehow or another, somehow or another, it appeared that I had an ex, an ex, wait, an expected talent for it, an exceptional talent for it. He was in awe upon seeing the work that I had produced. He was overjoyed. At first, it was only here and there, but before long, he began to shove all his work onto me. What? After that, it didn't take long until my parents grew unsatisfied with the pay from official work and began to crave more. That was when I developed my wait. Okay, wait. That was when I developed my cracking skills. Even though I was just a child, I was fully aware of their intent. There was no love there. They only saw me as a means to make money. Oh my, yo, okay, poor freaking Nanami. Like, damn. I'd say these almost like the worst parents ever. However, I had no place to go, so I did as they instructed me. Excuse me. Eventually, I began to use my skills to dabble in illegal activities. Fortunately, however, I was caught before the worst of it happened. The ones who caught me was a man by the name of Akira Renosuke. In other words, my current dad. Excuse me. Uh, I was an astral who possessed cracking skills that couldn't be left un wait that couldn't be left unmonitored and was abused by her parents. For all those reasons, he decided to take me in. Okay, wait a minute. Hold it. So Nanami has two skills. Hold on. So Nanami has two skills, right? Eh, I mean that that seems right. Like she has two skills. I accepted the author without a hint of hesitation. I I had long since wait, I had long since realized that my real parents didn't want me.
というわけで、喜べ。今日から家族が増える。お前に妹ができるんだぞ。
初めて聞いたぞ。
Oh, he's so cute. Look at him. Though he looks a little dangerous though. Excuse me.
初めて言ったからな。有原七海。それが名前だ。可愛い子だろ。
なんでそんな急に。
ま、いろいろあったんだが、要はお前の時と同じだ。放ってはおけなかったんだよ。相談しなかったのは悪かったと思うが、よろしく頼む。文句があるか？
別にそんなもんはねえけど。
お前はそう言ってくれると思ったぞ。口は悪いが優しいからな。
うるせえ。つか気安く頭なでんな。
照れるなよ。親子だろ。
It's okay. Excuse me. Okay. All right. He's the kind of man that excuse me. All right. He's the kind of man that workaholic and the sharp looking dad. We'd say we need more fathers like this man.
とにかくそういうわけだ。今日からこいつがお前のお兄ちゃんになる。何かあったらいつでも頼るんだぞ。
よろしく。よろしくお願いします。
Oh, you're cute, not of me. Oh, you're so adorable. Oh, you're so adorable. Back then I didn't take wait. Back then I didn't take Dad's words at face value. I was sure I would end up being used to earn money again. That was the wait, okay, that was why I never spoke much to Dad or Onichan. Instead, I shut myself inside my room and resumed work using the connections I had built up. And and after I got paid for my work, I gave the money to Dad as living expenses. Uh, I don't okay. I don't think he's gonna take it.
はあ、お前な、引きこもって何をやってるのかと思えば。
He sighed. He waved. Okay. The sigh he heaved was something I wasn't used to. My old parents always used to smile and happily take the money from me.
足りないですか。
Oh, no.
とんでもないこと言うな、ナナミは。
Ugh, no, you shouldn't be doing this.
逆だ。子供が稼いだ金なんていらん。
でもお金ないと困りますよね。
Okay, yes, it is, but not yet. Later in life.
ないと困るが、子供を働かせなきゃいけないほど貧しいわけじゃない。
Yeah, yeah. Put the money. Okay, okay. Okay, that's nice. You're making money and stuff, but not right now. Later in life, if you want to do that.
子供が生活費のことなんて気にするな。
Yeah,
いや、むしろお前は受け取る立場なんだから。ほら、これが今月のお前の小遣いな。
yeah, yeah. That's how it works.
小遣い？
Oh
まさかお前、小遣いをもらったことがないとか？
no,
ああ、いや、それもそうか。
no. They took all her money.
小遣いってのは、要は好きに使っていいナナミのお金だ。これから毎月この金額を支給する。年齢に応じて金額もアップしてやる。この小遣いで買えないものがあったら俺に相談しろ。容認できるものなら臨時の小遣いも出す。
Oh
だから年齢を偽って働くようなことはするな。わかったな。
yeah. Take. I would say, okay, take this money and put it like into a savings account or something small for our little butt.
でも、私、お金以外に何をすればいいですか？
Go have fun, like you're supposed to.
だから何もしなくていいんだって。普通に子供をやってろ。
Yeah, yeah.
普通に子供？
Oh, I swear. Okay, this breaks my heart.
学校行って勉強して友達作って一緒に遊べ。それが子供の本分だ。
Yeah.
でも私はアストラル使いですから、友達はできないです。
そのことなら心配しなくていい。次に行く学校ではアストラル使いということは秘密にできる。あとはそうだな。もしそれでも嫌なことがあったら無理して登校しなくてもいい。ただし部屋に引きこもるのはやめろ。朝と夜のご飯は家族で一緒にとること。それだけは約束してほしい。
一緒にご飯、一緒に食べていいんですか？
Oh gosh. This is the more of Nanami's story, the more hurt and painful this is.
いいんですかって、お前。まさかそこまでとは思ってなかった。
ごめんなさい。
No, it's not your fault.
ああ、いや、謝らなくていい。むしろ俺の方こそ悪かった。気が回らなくて。何度も言うが、ナナミはもう俺とサトルの家族なんだ。みんなで一緒にご飯を食べよう。いいな。
Yeah.
はい。
Oh, in a way, in a way, that was when my life my life as our hero Nanami first began. As was expected, though, things were a bit awkward for a bit. Oh boy.
すまん、悪い、遅くなった。
本当に遅い。言い出しっぺは親父だろ。
本当にすまない。お詫びのつもりじゃないが、ほら、今日の夕食は豪華だぞ。デパ地下で買ってきた。ナナミもごめんな、遅くなって。
平気です。慣れてるので。
またそんな切ないことを。いいから食べよう。とりあえずサトル、皿を出してくれ。
わかった。私もします。
Oh.
いいよ。俺一人でできるから。
バカ野郎。妹がせっかく手伝うって言ってるのに、なんて物臭だ。
Yeah, that's right. Tell her.
皿を出すだけなら一人でやった方が確実だろ。
I said tell her. Tell him. Tell him. I'm stupid.
だとしても手伝ってもらうのが兄ってものだろうが、意地悪するのならお前だけ飯抜きにするぞ。
ちょっと待て。みんなで一緒に食べるって言い出したのは親父だろ。俺だけ飯抜きってどういうことだ。
妹に意地悪するような兄には当然の報いだ。
I,
だから俺は別に。
well,
喧嘩しないでください。ごめんなさい。
これは別に喧嘩ってわけじゃないんだが、
yeah, yeah, he's more picking at him.
心配をかけたな。悪かった。謝るのはこちらだ。すまなかった。ほら、サトルも謝れ。
Yeah, push his head down.
なんで俺まで。
元はといえば、お前が意地悪をしたからだろうが。
だから俺は意地悪なんてしてねえ。お前もそんな目で俺を見るな。分かった、謝る。悪かったよ。
Oh.
一緒に皿を出せばいいんだろ。ほら、こっちに来い。わざわざ手伝いたいとか変なやつだな、お前。
お前じゃないだろ。名前をもう忘れたのか？
I swear. Okay. It's funny because okay, it's funny because you can tell the apple does not far. The apple does not far. Okay, the apple does not fall far from the tree.
ナナミだろ。それぐらい覚えてるよ。バカにすんな。ほら、ナナミ、この皿をテーブルに運んでくれ。
はい。
Oh. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold up. That back page, I just saw it. That was so Samurai Bankai. That off wait that often wait that offered or wait okay that often arrived home late because of work. However, I was however I could clearly see that he was making an effort to get us all together at the dinner at the table for dinner every day. uh, back then, excuse me, back then, Satoru-kun was a lot more abrasive than he is now. Still, I could tell that he cared about me in his own sort of way, in his own sort of awkward way. I honestly didn't know what to make of these two new people in my life. Dad, Dad had even refused to take money from me. Why were they being so kind to someone who offered nothing to them in return? One day I couldn't take it any longer and asked Dad uh, that exact question.
なんでと聞かれても、ナナミを引き取ったことに目的ってほどのものはないんだが、あえて言うなら、お前の目が子供らしからぬ目をしてたからだ。
Yeah, they don't.
具体的には冷たかった。
Yeah.
サトルも同じような目をしてたよ。ま、あいつはナナミに比べればまだマシだったが。
Yeah.
そういう目をしている子供は常に周囲を警戒して自分の内面を見せようとしない。だから人との付き合い方もわからない。覚えがあるんだ。俺もまあ似たような眼差しをしたガキだったんだよ。そんな俺が 自分と似たような目をした子供を見つけた。このまま放置すればろくでもないことになるのは分かりきってる。悪い結果が出るって分かってるのに放置はできないだろ。相手が幼い子供ともなればなおさら。人ってのは助け合って生きてくもんだからな。それにさっきも言ったろ。俺も昔はお前たちみたいだったって。
Yeah.
そんな俺が変われたのには変えてくれた人がいたからだ。とても感謝してるし恩人だと思ってる。お前たちにとってのそんな人間に俺もなりたい。そう思ったんだ。
Oh.
最初はそういう気持ちで引き取ったが、今はちょっと違う。お前たちと一緒にいられると楽しいんだ。
Oh man. Yeah.
息子と娘のためなら仕事に対しても気力が湧いてくる。俺は七海に特別優しくしてるわけじゃない。これが家族ってものだ。七海はもう俺の大切な家族だ。もちろん悟もな。
Hey.
ピンとこないか？ま、今はそれでもいいよ。
Hey.
ただいつか七海も分かってくれると俺としては嬉しく思う。
Oh. To be honest, I wasn't able to understand his words at the time. What I did more or less take away from it was the supporting each other part. I needed to support Dad in non financial ways. Arriving at that conclusion, I used my own money to buy ingredients and began uh, to learn how to cook. Excuse me. Mm. After looking up various recipes online, I decided to start out with salt with salt grinded horse mochi with beef and potato stew for my first attempt. Oh boy. In addition, I also made rice and miso soup. Needless to say, it was a catastrophe failure. wait, wait. Needless to say, it was a catastrophe failure. The rice was mushy, the miso soup tasteless, the fish burnt, and the stew had a pungent unpending smell. Mm.
ごめんなさい。
Well, I mean, okay. For a first attempt, again, that's not that bad. It is not that bad. The rice was okay. The rice was mushy. You add too much water. Um, what was the miso soup was tasteless. I mean, probably you could add some spices or whatever to it, or add something to it. The fish was burnt. Okay, that teaches you not to. I'm guessing fast cook or whatever. How the hell you do? How the hell you cook fish? Um, but I would say, I mean, other than that, I mean, it wasn't. It's not that bad.
初めて料理したんだろ？なら仕方ない。
Yeah.
七海ちゃんが俺のために料理を用意してくれたことが嬉しい。いや、むしろ一人でよくここまで準備できた。すごいぞ、七海ちゃん。
Yeah.
まずい。
Yup. But yet you munching on it.
ごめんなさい。
Cause it's not bad. Again, it's not that bad. You are young and you're cooking.
悟る、お前な。
だってまずいのは本当だろ？
I mean, he's being honest.
やっぱりまずい。
文句言いながらも食べるんだな、お前。
他に食べるものもないし、わざわざ作ったんだから、食べないともったいないだろ。さっき言ったのは、文句じゃなくて感想だ。
Oh.
前から思ってたが、お前ってツンデレだよな。
ツンデレとか言うな。だいたい食べなきゃ食べないで、それでも兄かって怒るくせに。
当たり前だろ。怒るどころかぶん殴るぞ。
児童虐待だ。
難しい言葉を知ってるな。
だから気安く頭を撫でんじゃねえ。
それから、ナナミ。
ごめんなさい。もうしません。
Oh, no. You gonna cook again.
そうじゃない。ナナミがやりたいのなら、やってくれていい。ただ、自分のお金を使うのはやめろ。家事に関することなら、ちゃんと俺が出す。いいな。
また、してもいいの？
Uh-huh.
もちろんだ。
でも、
Yeah, there it is. Seven Bankai. There it is. Yay! Oh, oh man, good old Seven Bankai. Oh, I wonder if there's any other games that we got going on up in here. I
サトルのことなら気にするな。なんせこいつツンデレだからな。
だからツンデレとか言うな。
is he wrong? I couldn't find any other job I could do, so I settled on housework. At first, it was a string of failures, both with cooking and cleaning and laundry. Every time I messed up, I felt awful. Uh, but Satoru-kun was always there to make things better. Every time I cooked, he would always clean his plate despite saying how bad it was. When a cup would slip out of my hand and shatter, he would make sure I was unhurt and clean up the bits of broken glass for me. When I was accident when I would accidentally wash clothes among among with tissues. Wait, wait, wait. Okay, when I would accidentally wash clothes along along with tissues. He would tell me I had to rinse the clothes with fabric Fa- fabric. I can't speak for some reason. Fabric softener. One more time.
おい、
Hmm?
な、何？
Why? Okay. When you're outside, why are you like sitting on the ground? That's what it seems like. She's sitting on the ground. Oh wait, no, she's standing. She's standing.
今日も夕食の買い物に行くんだろ。付き合ってやる。親父にも言われてるし、一人で持つのは大変だろ。
ごめんなさい。
No.
お前さ、なんでいちいち謝るんだよ。
She's conditioned. That's conditioning.
だって、
むしろ、その、なんだあ、ありがとうな。お前の作る料理、最近はうまいから。ありがとう。早く行くぞ、ナナミ。
Oh. His words were brushing and abrasive, as always. But he held out his hand to me and called me by my name and waited for me. So I mustered up my courage and took his hand. Thinking back now, that might have had been the first time I ever held hands with anyone. The touch, the touch and the warmth of his skin was surprising and bewildering, but at the same time was also very comforting.
それで、まずは何を買うんだ？ そもそも今日の夕飯は？
まだ決めてないですけど。
His grip on my hand was tight so that we wouldn't get separated. In all my life, nobody had ever given me that warmth. It was such a nice feeling, but I didn't know why.
あの、有原さん。
Son,
何言ってんだ。今はお前も有原だろ。
そっか。
Oni-chan.
俺の名前は、
悟る。
呼び捨てかよ。
ごめんなさい。悟るくん。
なんかなよなよしてるな。まあいいか。なんだ？
何か食べたいものはありますか？
食べたいのは、うまい飯。
ごめんなさい。
泣きそうになるな。さっき言っただろ。最近はうまいって。だから、新しい料理にチャレンジしないで、作り慣れたものでいいよ。
Oh, you're cute. You biashi biashi.
何が美味しかったですか？
ああ、カレーとか。
じゃあ、カレーにします。
Hehehe. From that day forward, I began to work hard. To wait. To wait. Okay. Okay. Wait. From that day forward, I began to work extra hard in order to please Saturday. I gave it my all at cooking and cleaning and laundry. Earning his praise felt good and gave me the motivation to strive harder. That was something I had never experienced in in my previous life. This was the first time where I began. Wait, okay. This was when I first be, when I first be, wait, okay, wait. This was when I began to tie it all back to the things Dad had told me. At my previous home, I lived with my mother and father, who were my blood parents. But they didn't regard me as family. At my new home, I live with two people who I bear no blood relation to, but they consider me as family.
私も家族になりたい。
I wanted to be a daughter, a sister, not some tool to earn money. Little by little, I began to willingly show them my true feelings instead of meekly obeying their every word. I was scared of opening up my heart to others. What if they don't like who I am? They might hate me if I say no to them. Those thoughts tormented me, and it was hard for me to hold a proper conversation with them because of it. But I didn't want to give up. The wish to form a true family bond outweighed the fear. It wasn't sunshine and rainbows. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. There were times when I cried and times when we argued and fought. I still believe I still believe that I caused both Dad and Onichan a heck of trouble back then. But no matter what, they always loved me as their daughter and sister respectively. That love was something I had never gotten from my real family. After overcoming those trials and tribulations, the sum of everything we cultivated, all the experience and feelings we shared, eventually bore fruit, and we became a true family. That was that was also when I realized I was in love with Sadrico. In the process of becoming family, though these feelings of mine must have grown past that into something more. Yeah, something very, very let's see, um sensational, let's just say that. Since very sensational. And now our relationship has undergone a dramatic change from brother and sister to boyfriend and girlfriend. This might very well result in destruction of everything we've worked so hard to cultivate, which is why I locked these feelings deep in my heart for the longest of times. But I know but I know even wait, okay, wait, but I know even even had I not confessed, our relationship would have gone in this direction eventually. After that realization hit me, I started to want more. I want to feel all of him, not as family, but as lovers. It's the same as it wait, as it, wait, is, wait, it was the, s- okay, it's the same as it is in the past. The the desire outweighs the fear.
あ、そっか。もしかしてサトルくん、昔のことを気にしてるのかも。
Okay, all right, I'm gonna cut it here. I want to say thank you all for coming for watching all that stuff. Um, I hope. Sorry. I hope eventually I can get my damn freaking um what you call it to work better and shit like that. But who knows? I hope I get my bit shoot to work again. But hopefully, hopefully. But I probably can. But who knows? Anyhow, um, I'll say thank you all for coming to watch and all that stuff. Hopefully, I can get to work. Um, but anywho, thank you all for coming. Hope you all enjoyed Nanami's Spout. If you don't mind, again, um, wait a minute. If you don't mind, consider subscribing and stuff like that. I saw we're at one. All right, we're at 191. Um, but anyhow, yeah. I will say thank you again for subscribing. I'm gonna I'm gonna try and do like a live stream or some shit like that eventually. I have no idea when. Again, I'm gonna try and live stream again. I'm gonna try and get like a setup and shit like that. But who knows? But anywho, thank you all for coming.